#1 station, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Boss. We're interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Watch us live in our social media, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Searching for a comfortable lounge environment where you can bring your own scotch, whiskey, bourbon, and enjoy a relaxing environment with leather recliners, couches, TVs, sports, movies, and a poker table, and all the other fine amenities of life? Come to Black House Cigars and ask us how you can become a member and get 24-hour access. We are veteran-owned and operated and open 7 days a week. Black House Cigars has fresh, hand-rolled, premium, aged organic cigars that are the best money can buy. And come with the South Spring at 318 Gentry Street or visit us online at blackhousecigars.com.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Hey, welcome to Daily Buzz Radio Show, dailybuzzradioshow.com, radiotheboss.com, 91.1 FM. The Boss caught the pen right here. Oh. My name's Sidney Young. I'm your host, along with Tressa Ray.
Hey guys, can somebody come to the studio and teach this man how to catch a pen?
Man, you can't catch a pen.
It's been weeks.
You ain't my friend.
Catch the pen. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Hey, guess what? It is the first week in January 2019, and keep your day job, girl. Don't start singing. Actually, you got a good singing voice. All right, I think. Can you sing?
At least I can catch a pen.
Oh! 91.1 FM, The Boss with the pin catching contest. Hey, one of the things we do on Daily Buzz is we have different things going on, and today we're going to have a special guest on talking about fashion and stuff like that. We'll get that to a minute. First, I want to knock out our announcements. Brad Morrow, Black House Cigars, he has Old Town Spring. All you guys know Old Town Spring. It's over there off of 45, 2920 area. Brad's got his Black House Cigars in there. Go by, see them, tell them you heard about it on the Daily Buzz Radio Show. Hang out with them. It's true, really nice place. Really love that place. It's really a place to go relax, get away from the world for a little bit, and get you a stogie, man. Get it going. You like the stogies, don't you?
Man. Yeah, well, I mean, I've only tried the creme brulee one, but they have this really awesome...
bourbon stogie?
I wish. But no, they have this really awesome, it's called a table lighter, and it looks like, you know those little bells that you like ding ding, like at a reception desk or whatever? Yeah. So they have one of those, that's what it looks like, but when you click it, it's like...
Isn't like that the dangerous?
Flame comes just flying out. It's really cool.
It's like a flamethrower, like
yeah, but it's like little and it's like desk size. It's perfect.
Speaking of HTX Tactical, who's been our guest, Javier. Yeah. You see who was in town? He was hanging out with yesterday.
He was hanging out with
Shaquille O'Neal.
They weren't in town. They were out at the fight.
Well, no, John Jones.
Yes.
JJ.
Well, he was out there with Jones, and he was out there with Shaq.
He's actually going back there next week to hang out with John Jones as well. I called him yesterday and talked to him because my son wants an autograph from John Jones. So he said, "Well, I'm headed back to L.A. next week with him. Today I'm with Shaquille." I said, "Really?" So I said, "You know, Javier is how tall do you think he is?"
Javier.
5'7", 5'8".
He's probably like 5'8".
He said, 5'9". I said, "I guarantee you," I said, "Shaquille O'Neal is twice your size." He said, "Try 3."
Oh yeah. Have you seen pictures of him and his girlfriend? Or his ex-girlfriend, I guess, or his ex-wife, or I don't know who she is, but she literally goes up in heels, in heels. She goes up to, like, almost his waist.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, God, that's insane.
Okay. So
she's got to be like this.
Love that guy. Hey, let's talk about Angela Aja.
Yes, Angela Aja. She actually came by our studio this morning. It was super sweet of her. She came by, but she has her book launch. It's going to be January 10th at the Butler House. You can pre-order your books right now for $19.99 at summontosoar.com. With the pre-order, that also gets you the guide, and it gets you a signed autograph from Angela. But
That's January 10th, Butler House.
Yeah, she'll be there. She'll be reading a part of her book. She'll be doing a book signing, and she'll be launching the cover of her book. So that's going to be pretty exciting.
Excellent. Now, Tress Ray, let me talk about Dina Torres.
Dina Torres.
Eyelashes by Dina the Galleria. She is in studio. The diva herself is in studio.
The diva herself.
And she brought a special guest because, Dina, you are part of an event coming up. And so you brought Manuel with When Worlds Collide Fashion.
Yes.
Let's talk about this event. Tell me about it, Dina.
Well, I'm excited because I'm part of this event. I worked with Manuel in the past event. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. And it makes huge difference in whatever he does, though, because we have a lot of fashion shows in Houston, right in the Galleria areas. It's like people, handle the red carpet and stuff like that. But we had this fashion show, and it was amazing. It was very unique, right? And at this event, he has a lot of people working with him, and he has a lot of sponsors. He has a really good companies, and I'm excited to be part of it. So I'm very, very excited because I'm going to do eyelashes. I want to do some exotic lashes. I sent to Manuel. I said, Manuel, I want to do this. I'm trying to convince him if he allow me to do. So I hope now that I said this on air, he allow me to do it. Because this is something that I really want to do.
How do you say no to Dina, right?
You can't say no.
You can't.
I can, but you can, but you pay for it.
You pay for it. Manuel knows it very well. Manuel, man, this is your company, your event. Let's talk about this show. Lead us through it.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the invitation, Sidney. And thanks for the introduction, Dina. There's a lot of fashion shows in Houston. We're trying to do something very different. Our philosophy is that we can get our guests to remember the experience. Only then they remember the designers, the models, and the sponsors. It's all about creating not a show, but creating an experience for our guests, for our designers, for our guests, for our sponsors. Creating something different, something that they'll remember.
And you said this show incorporates art and fashion.
Correct. That's the nature of our company, of our show. It's called When Worlds Collide. Basically, we always take the fashion world and we try to incorporate different elements. The first one was industry and fashion. We did one 3 months ago inside of a forest. It was nature and fashion. And this one obviously is art and fashion. We're trying to collide or fusion art and fashion in a very unique, different way.
Cool. Glade had something like that at one point, didn't they? An art and fashion show up here in the Woodlands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. That was before I came
one of the sponsors.
To the radio station.
Yeah, that was a while back. There was a company, a gallery who's one of our sponsors right around the corner. They did an art and fashion show, but it wasn't. It was nice, but wasn't on our grand scale as you talk about.
Well, this is only our third show. We're testing the waters. After the first two shows, more and more people started coming. The feedback was incredible from media and guests. It shows that people here in Houston are looking for something different, something unique. And like I said, the whole idea here, the show is going to take place inside Silver Street Studios, January 10th, from 6 to 9. The runway is a very different concept. Basically, the entire makeup is going to be dictated by the art inside the art gallery. In other words, the crazier the art, the crazier the makeup. Anything from abstract to modern, contemporary. So it's not your regular makeup. The color scheme is going to be dictated by the outfits given to us by our 5 very talented fashion designers.
Cool.
Every fashion designer will show 10 pieces. So do the math. We have 50 models. It's a very, very large production. And again, I want to take a minute to thank all of my sponsors and supporters. I can't do it. I'm just a guy with an idea. Without him, I can't do it.
No, you are the guy that's done this.
So Paul Mitchell, the students from Paul Mitchell are going to be doing the entire makeup on all 50 models. So again, we have Adrian Jungner as a designer. We have Nicholas Wen. We have a Cesar Galindo flying from New York just for our show. We have Angel, and we have
Dina Torres.
Dina Torres.
I'm gonna be open the show.
No, she's gonna be doing all the eyelashes on all 50 on some of them.
We're gonna be working all day.
You're gonna be busy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What time do you start over there?
So I'm trying to put 3 girls with me, so they can go with me and start. I think we're gonna start at like 11 o'clock.
Somewhere in the morning.
Take Tressa.
Someone in the morning. You can come.
I don't
But
know.
she
I don't know how to
you
do
guys has
eyelashes.
a book signed that day, though, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
we
we
had
do
the prior
have-
event
we
that
did
day.
have
Yeah,
the-
same
yeah,
time.
So, yeah, I'm trying to. I already contact 2 girls, so I need a confirmation on another one. So they're gonna be wearing my T-shirt with my logo. So they're gonna be assisting me working with the models, you know.
This is pretty
That's
cool.
super
So
cool.
the eyelashes
Thank you.
is not gonna be like, cause what I've been seeing, so it's the makeup. It's like a really big deal, right? But the girls, of course, they still need eyelashes. But like I said, I might be do 1 or 2 or 3, like exactly the way that I want to do it. But the rest is gonna be just regular eyelashes, you know, because the main thing is the dresses and the makeup. Most that.
Right.
As far as I see, I'm trying to convince him. Like I said, this is the
The
second time
sky's the
I'm
limit.
doing
The
it.
crazier, the better. People want to see something very different. That's why they come to the
Yeah.
Have you been to the Paul Mitchell school here in Houston?
He's there every
show.
day.
I've actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, well,
I've had friends that have gone through the program, and I've gone there before. They've cut my hair, they've dyed my hair.
no, they're
they've done
incredible. I
all
want to do a
that stuff,
special
and
shout out
it's
for those
super
guys,
great.
for Albertina and Alicia at Paul Mitchell School. Without them, there's no show. They're the ones. They're the stars that night. Of course, and my designers and my models. Like I said, I'm just a guy with an idea, but these guys actually put it through for me.
I
You know,
want to say
go ahead.
something. I
Go
want to
ahead.
say something about my eyelashes. My eyelashes, they're gonna be they're not gonna be just like when I said regular. It's not gonna be regular lashes. It's gonna be color lashes. So we're
Color
gonna
lashes.
we're gonna add like maybe purple, pink, green, but it's not gonna be exotic at the way that I really
Do you have to
want
coordinate the eyelashes with the gown they're wearing?
Yeah, we has to match it.
Yeah.
We has
Yeah,
to
they'll have
match it.
to
We
be
has to
color
match it
coordinated with the
everything.
outfits.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much
That's
fine
super
detail that goes
cool.
behind the scenes that we watch these things. We don't know all the fine details going behind the scenes
yeah,
like that.
and I'm gonna get into detail, but it can be stressful. At the end, is satisfying because you put something different together. And again, without Dean and all my sponsors, I really can't pull this off. But there's a lot of details that go in behind the scenes. There's a lot of little things that people don't see.
Now, and man, let's talk about the future. This is the 3rd one, correct?
That is correct.
What is this going to lead to?
Well, we have about 5 or 6 different shows planned for 2019. We're gonna go back to our roots. We're gonna take a the first right silo in Houston, which is where everything started. We're gonna duplicate that show bigger and better now that we actually know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have another one planned for the Houston Arboretum inside a forest, and we got a couple more plans. I'm not gonna tell you guys all the secrets. You have to stay tuned and check our website every now and then. But we have about
Stay tuned,
4 or
guys.
5 different, very unique themed fashion, and that's the thing about our shows. They're not fashion shows per se. They're fashion experiences. We try to give people memories. So all of our shows have a theme behind them.
And let's talk about the venue itself. It's 2000 Edwards, which, for those who don't know, is over off of Houston and
The
Washington
venue
Avenue.
is very, very cool. I normally have I normally do fashion shows on outside, just for a wow factor. But when I saw this place, it was incredible. It was Silver Street Studios. It's the largest artist community in the world. Over 300 artists in one location. Which what we're gonna do is by bringing fashion and art together. What we're trying to do, all of the artists will actually open their studios for the first hour. So as people start arriving for the show, they actually get a chance to go and mingle and interact with 100+ artists. Look at their art, look at what they have to offer: sculptures, paintings, photos, you name it. Until the actual show starts at right 7:15. So we're giving people a full-on experience.
And how many people can this studio accommodate?
It's huge. I mean, we expect about
Really?
It's huge.
300-500 people, but you can
Really?
easily fit a couple thousand in there.
So
Wow.
do you have to buy
Amazing.
tickets for this event?
Yeah, 40. The tickets are 40. You can get them online on Eventbrite. And it's not just a very cool show, but it's also for a very good cause. We're supporting the Arthritis Foundation, one of the oldest charities here in Houston, and I've been working with them for the last 4 or 5 years. Very cool cause to support. So you guys, a big portion of it is going to be donated from sponsorship and tickets. Is being donated to the to Arthritis Foundation.
You know, Tressa, when Dina first brought this up, I knew it was going to be a unique event. I'll tell you why. You already know why. Not just tooting your horn, so don't go crazy on me.
Because
but
Dina brought it in.
Dina is involved in. She's very selective on events she gets involved in. She don't get involved in every event. I've seen her turn down events, and so I when she told me about this event, I said that means this is a very upscale event in the Galleria. You know, because she's from the Galleria, 1700 Post Oak. She's right in the heart of it. You look up the Galleria, Google Galleria, Houston, Texas. There's Dina right there.
And then you're gonna Google Woodlands and gonna be here.
But you know,
hopefully to come.
she endorsed this thing, so that told me this is going to be a first class upscale event. So I already knew this is 5 stars just because you had her involved in it. We're going to go to commercial break real quickly. How do they contact you?
Me or Dina?
You, Manuel.
Well, they can go to our website at whenworldscollidefashion.com, and my phone number and email is on the website.
Excellent. When Worlds Collide Fashion, Manuel and Dina Torres, Eyelashes by Dina, thank you for being on the show today. We're coming right back. We're coming back with Houston business coach Steve Scott. Don't go away.
Scott. Hey, don't change that dial. We will be right back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show.
Do you want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Boss. We're interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Watch us live in our social media, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Are you great with people? Do you have professional experience? 91.1 The Boss wants to interview you as a sponsorship promoter. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
Angela Aja, author and writer of the book Summit to Soar, is hosting her book launch party at the Butler House on January 10th from 6 to 8 p.m. located at 23931 Butler Road in Spring, Texas. The evening will feature her 5 stages of the rise of a woman, a book cover reveal, a reading by the author, light bites, and drinks. Please RSVP through the event on Facebook, Summit to Soar. Thank you to the generous sponsors, the Butler House Restaurant, Writing Boutique, and Behind the Gates magazine of Carlton Woods.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Woohoo! We're back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show.
Hey, welcome back, Daily Buzz Radio Show, dailybuzzradioshow.com, radiotheboss.com, 91.1 FM, The Boss with Tressa Ray.
Oh.
And
Just here, catching up on my reading.
there's no pictures in that book.
Actually, there is pictures. At the beginning of every month, there is pictures, okay? I'm actually... I got to read a little bit of this book.
Yeah.
You gave it to me earlier.
Uh-huh.
It is called Wings to Fly. It's got 365 pages of different days, so you can go
So if you want to take a year to read it, you can read 1 page per day.
1 page per day.
What if it's a leap year?
And then,
I have leap year in there.
ooh,
Steve Scott is in house. The Steve Scott, author, motivational speaker, coach, life coach, the man himself.
Steve Scott.
Steve, man, you doing? I'd ask you how you doing, but I already know you're doing pretty good.
Yes.
I love this man. Man, let's talk about this book. Which, by the way, that's your book. I'm not going to touch it. Wow.
Tell us about your book.
I have nothing I really want to say about
All right, well, show's over.
Actually, I've always loved to write.
Yeah.
People say, how long did it take to write it?
Uh-huh.
And the answer is it took about 2 months.
Really?
But it took actually 20 years for me always writing and collecting things to have enough where I had over 1,000 blog posts, things that I had written.
Wow.
And I also tracked which ones were popular, which ones weren't.
Now
And I took my best ones and put them in the book.
I'll be honest. Tressa has scanned your book. She hadn't read it, but you
I haven't read
it.
the actual book until today when he brought it. But I've gone through probably all your websites that you have. I maybe not though, because you sent a bio of yourself, and I read it, and I was just blown away by it. And then I go into your different website links, and I'm like, oh my! Every single website, there was just something new about you. So, which I was just. I said, blown away by it.
She had to educate me. You did. I said, who's Steve Scott? Come on the show. She said, well, look. I said, wow, you got this guy on our show? I said, how cool.
And so you just did an event, right?
Yes.
Where you spoke there.
I spoke at Inspired Leaders, which is absolutely a wonderful group. And everything is about empowering people. Mm-hmm. And there's no subterfuge. There's no end game. Where there is so often, people are trying to see what they can get. Mm-hmm. This is all about giving, pure and simple.
The Inspired Leaders, that's Elizabeth Griever with her company over there, and just an incredible group. They do a really good job.
Yes. Elizabeth is incredible.
Oh, yes, she is. Her husband, I don't know what he does.
No,
he's
good
busy.
Too. As I told Elizabeth, I said, Elizabeth, you're absolutely awesome, and here's the best part. You don't charge anything extra for your awesomeness.
And she's here in the studio listening. That's why we're saying this.
No, she's actually super great. She came on the show when I was gone. For
that's right. She
week,
filled in.
And she came in, and she was on the show, and I talked to her a few times on the phone, and it was like I had known her, like it was totally, we were friends before I even got to meet her in person. It was really great.
They buy houses, investment homes, and things of that nature. Just an incredible group over there. Now, Steve, let's talk about something. You said it took you 20 years to have the content for this book, but let's talk about what the book actually is itself. What's this book? What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is there are 365 readings, all designed to accelerate the process of your successful performance. So the only time anything changes is if we think.
Explain that.
If you don't think about something, then nothing changes. You just keep doing it. So you change your thinking, it changes your habits, which changes your activity, which changes your results, and then that changes your business and your life.
Whoa! Right. You mean change the computer?
That's right. Everything starts with thinking. So your thinking really is your philosophy, okay? So your philosophy is all that you know and how you came to know all that you currently know. And as each day goes by, you choose to do whatever you think is valuable. So when I go into businesses, I always look for what the philosophy is. And if you want to know what's going on in your life, which you probably don't, right? So
I don't have a clue. I got to ask her today.
Right. But if you want to know what's going on in someone's life, look at their philosophy.
Yeah.
And look at your philosophy, see what you choose to do. I do that with myself. And when I'm off track, I understand that I need to change my thinking.
You understand that, Tressa Ray?
Well, yeah. So there's this little quote in here that says that Steve Scott believes different isn't necessarily better, but that better is always different.
Yes.
And I really liked it. It actually, when I read that, I was like, okay, hang on. And I had to reread it again and really think about it. So
here's a great example. To me, the 4 or 5 most dangerous words in the English language are these. It's different here, or it is different this time. You know why? Because the implication is that there is something better. So somebody comes to you and says, oh, I'm a better coach, or I got a better book. It's different. It's different. It's different.
Right.
But different isn't necessarily better. But better is always different.
We all know the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting change. You got to throw in something different in that equation. But not always. Sometimes that different doesn't always equate what you originally thought it would.
Exactly.
Now, you also talk about certain days of the year in your book. Explain that theory.
There are certain pivotal days, and actually what's interesting, we all know what most of them are. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, July 4th, and then the biggest one?
Christmas?
I mentioned Christmas. Oh. Is Valentine's Day.
That's a big one?
That's a big one?
It's huge.
You've been married a long time, haven't you?
I was.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Smart man.
No, but Valentine's Day. Because that's when a lot of connection goes on with the head and the heart. We all have that 18-inch highway from the head to the heart. We all clog it up. And Valentine's Day is a day when there's a lot of reflection that goes on about that.
Now, what would you say, business related, what's the biggest holiday?
I call it the turn. It happens about November 10th in the businesses I work with. We can be focused on processes, bottom lines, administrative, human resources, whatever it is, because I've had companies as large as 80 people and several $1 million a year. But what happens when the turn occurs, everybody starts thinking, oh, I got to see Uncle Bob at Thanksgiving. He's great, but Aunt Helen, I can't stand her. And so we have all these situations that start showing up that affect the workforce environment. And even the directors of human resources that I've collaborated with, they see it, but they love it. It's the turn. So between about November 10th and right after the first of the year, everything, people can be hypersensitive. There are things going on. We just don't know what people are going through.
I mean, very emotional.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Okay,
also a big holiday time.
Yes.
And now we're going to the first week of January. It's in my words I've used 30 times this week already. It's go time.
Yes.
What does your book assimilate this time of year?
What is my book? I'm sorry, what?
What is your book as far as reference this time of year?
At this time of year, first of all, you've been set up to get through the holidays, so you have the energy to go at this time of year. And that's really the big thing. The key is people set goals. Some of them are resolutions. It doesn't matter. The problem is, most of the time, they don't achieve them. So what I suggest is you write down one goal, one major goal for the year. Number 2, write down how you're going to do it. The thing is, you will dissipate all your energy with too many goals. But here's the big thing. You have to become the person to achieve that goal. That is the real challenge. The challenge is not writing down the goal.
Is to achieve it.
Is becoming the person you need to become in order to achieve it, or becoming the company you need to become, or whatever. But you have to grow. You have to grow.
And Tressa, Steve also does life coaching in this. So that's why I'm going to ask this question.
Right.
Would you suggest having a short-term goal or a long-term goal?
It's great to have both, because life's going to throw us some pretty big challenges. If we haven't mastered the small ones, we don't stand a chance with the bigger ones. So I once had a client, a very successful builder out on Lake Conroe, and we start working together, and I said, where do you want to start? And he says, my problem is with my toothbrush.
Huh?
Yes. And we had to take care of the toothbrush in his house. But once he did that, then he started to clean out his garage. And his wife goes, this business coaching is the best thing in the world. And then we got into the business. But you need to develop confidence somewhere so you can expand your horizons.
So it could be a small thing, could be a big thing.
Right. But generally start with something small and work up to something big.
Well, Tressa says I got a small brain, so I can start there, right?
Oh, I've never said that.
This is really cool. Steve Scott, now your book, how do people find your book?
It's online at Amazon, also at lulu.com.
Lulu?
Yep, LULU.com.
Is that a big book, or what is that?
It's the largest self-publishing house in the United States.
You think I should know that?
No.
Oh.
Lulu.com, Steve Scott. I love this book. It is titled, what's the title?
Wings to Fly.
How did you come up with that title?
I really thought, what am I trying to convey? And I know that I cannot be where I'm at today if it weren't for all the other people in my life kind of lifting me up. So I thought about how geese fly in formation. The reason they fly in formation is, if you look at them, the bird behind another bird always benefits from the uplift of the bird in front of them. And they can fly 70% further and faster when they fly in formation than if they flew alone.
I love that. Okay, cool. Okay, we got Steve Scott with Houston Business Coach and his book, Wings to Fly. Steve, once again, how they contact you?
At www.thehoustonbusinesscoach.com.
Okay, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what's coming up tomorrow for Financial Friday.
Hey, don't change that dial. We will be right back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you Want to make your college experience different? Become an intern with 91.1 The Boss. We are interviewing interns today. Contact us at 713-370-5051.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Searching for a comfortable lounge environment where you can bring your own scotch, whiskey, bourbon, and enjoy a relaxing environment with leather recliners, couches, TVs, sports, movies, and a poker table, and all the other fine amenities of life? Come to Black House Cigars and ask us how you can become a member and get 24-hour access. We are veteran-owned and operated and open 7 days a week. Black House Cigars has fresh, hand-rolled, premium, aged organic cigars that are the best money can buy and come with a satisfaction guarantee. Come to Old Town Spring at 318 Gentry Street or visit us online at blackhousecigars.com.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Woohoo! We're back with the Daily Buzz Radio Show.
Woohoo! Welcome back. Hey, Daily Buzz Radio Show. Tressa, woohoo! Tressa, what we got tomorrow? Financial Friday.
We have Financial Friday with Chris the Kid.
Chris the Kid. All right, Chris Kid. Love that. Also, Everson Cooper in the house today, who's sponsored our guest, Steve Scott. Give them a call if you want to buy a house. We'd love to have more business going in the direction. Okay, so tomorrow.
Also, some Facebook shout-outs. We've got Nick, who's always watching. Of course, my mom and Peyton. Hi, Peyton. I love you. I miss you so much. Hi, Katie. I love you. Thank you for watching Peyton for me today.
She don't tell us that. Anyway, Daily Buzz Radio Show, DailyBuzzRadioShow.com, 91.1 FM The Boss. We'll see you tomorrow on Financial Friday. Adios.
Bye, guys.
Woo-hoo!
Watch us live.